you're out there, you're riding, you're having a good time, and taking in the outdoors.
The fight isn't over. The fight is just beginning.
What's going on, guys? This is Carl with the RacerRed channel. I can't see. I can't see. I go back and watch some of my videos and I'm like, oh my god, I'm not making any sense. The train is off the rails. You guys can expect that with this channel. My thought train to just go completely off the rails. Especially if I'm in any kind of difficult terrain. I have this idea, and I think I'm well educated on the idea enough to... Uh-oh. You okay? Anyways. I feel like on any particular topic that I decided to talk about, they only get talked about just a scratch of the surface compared to what I have going on upstairs. It's just not coming out because I'm having a verbal heart attack here, trying to get through terrain. Woo! That was a manly woo. Anyways, been doing some cool riding today. Pretty sweet terrain. I wanted to explore that idea of just because somebody claims to be the subject matter expert doesn't mean you need to believe them. That goes for those people closing trail systems as well. Anyways, my point was that there's a lot of political bias going on, and especially with climate change. That's why I brought up climate change. It's because they can control you, they can control your movement, they can tax you, they can impose tyranny in every way imaginable, and they can just say it's in the name of the environment. Well, man doesn't really affect the climate that much. I mean, they even refuse to believe things like the sun affect our temperature, which is absurd. The big flaming nuclear ball definitely affects it. Yeah! And there's a reason why they are refusing to accept certain information. And it's okay to speculate as well, like with the Big Bang Theory, or with a lot of things, really. But don't teach it as fact if you have no idea. I've listened to countless lectures about the Big Bang Theory, and they are guessing. They are completely guessing. They're just telling you a story. And yes, the guy is intelligent, but he's still just telling you a story. And so then we go to health topics. I mean, we have no idea the capabilities of the human body and the trillions of living organisms that are on and around us and in us that help steer our emotions and our thought process. And we can't even begin to tell you, you know, there's no agency that can begin to tell you that any of these artificial chemicals are safe to be in your body. I mean, they do some studies with some rats and then they send it out there. There's no way. There's a list of hundreds of ingredients sometimes, and this isn't a video to judge anybody. I'm as guilty as anybody. Shoot, I drink those Rockstar Pure Zeros. I used to drink a different brand, but the Rockstars were 0 calories, so I started going into that. Sugar is the main one that I try to steer clear of, because sugar not only affects my physiological health, but it also really wrecks my mental status and my energy level. So I stay clear of sugar as much as possible, and that basically just means I don't have an excessive amount of sugar. I definitely still have it though. But you've got guys on like the carnivore diet that are just killing it, and people on the vegan diet who are just killing it. And I really don't think you can go wrong, just so long as you don't put all this artificial stuff in your body. But that is just my opinion. And when you form your own opinion, just know that the experts aren't all that much smarter than you are. On all of these topics, pretty much you have to boil it down to the simplest known fact. And when it comes to food and health, bring it back to the basics, and I guarantee that you'll be healthy. Probably for your entire life until you grow old, you will be a very healthy individual if you don't basically shop in the middle aisles of the grocery store. Just go around the outside. But there's an aspect to modern life that really isn't that great for you either, and that is the fact that we have, jobs, everything that we fill our time with, but it's far different from surviving. Our form of survival is being socially accepted in our social groups, whatever groups that may be, the peer groups that you surround yourself with at work, or maybe it's a group of guys you go riding with. But back in the day, that meant that if you were not accepted by these peer groups, that you were killed, because you could not really survive on your own. And it is, modern life is so nice. I really enjoy it. It is a beautiful thing. I guess what I'm saying is, a lot of studies are faked as well. It's like, how the sugar industry, it's known that the sugar industry had it published in a bunch of medical journals. They hired scientists to do this, and doctors. They had it say that fat is the cause of high cholesterol issues. Basically all these medical issues. That just was not the case, but it is proven. There is no arguing it. The sugar industry had that done. And so, knowing that, you know that they want to get you hooked on their drug, and they definitely have done that. So in depth, can't get it all out in one ride, and I'm just gonna bore everybody to death, so I'll end it right here. I am not a scientist, and if you are making any major decisions in your life based on what I'm saying, I would consult a professional that you trust. Just want to throw that disclaimer out there because I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next section. Peace. Beautiful. I had to stop and give you guys that overlook. That's Boise down there.